Okay. Oh! That is the one we wanted. And lo and behold, here we are. Back to our old stomping grounds. Okay. Now, if history is any indicator, we can do that sneaky little trick and wait for Nate the Snake to come and attack us. But you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to read up on some spells, because I believe that there might be some spells we can use to pacify this foul snake to prevent him from hurting us. So Cure is what we use if he does hurt us. Dispel, for dispelling energy fields, which they alluded to in the book. E for casting energy fields. Fireball, so some nice offensive magic, which we might mix up at some point. Give Jana some extra poof. Gate travel. That's an interesting one. You don't have to wait for your gate. Heal. So increase your hit points with heal. And when we actually mix these up, we will read them in a bit more detail. Ice Ball. More offensive magic. Jinx. Oh wow, so Jinx makes monsters fight each other. That's kind of interesting. I think I'd like to try that out. The Kill Spell. The Light Spell replaces a torch. Magic Missile, more offensive magic. Negate. Open. Protection. Times when in the heat of battle one finds the best form of offense to be not but a good defense. When hard pressed by fierce antagonists, the wise magician will mix together the sulphurous ash, ginseng, and garlic and invoke the spell of protection. The wholesome qualities of ginseng together with the repellent strengths of garlic serve to shield the wizard and all companions from the onslaught of energies. Such protection is not always effective, but may be of great use. Ash provides the mystic fire that fuels the incantation and also serves to startle its own opponents with an initial flash as the spell begins to function. Protection is not a simple spell, but neither is it an exceptionally strenuous one to cast. Its duration is short, and during the course of its shielding, the mage will be reminded of its reminded of its effects by a glowing P hovering before his or her eyes. So it's not clear if that will protect us from the snake's poison. Quickness. The spell of Quickness is one of the most unpredictable yet potent spells in the wizard's collection of enchantments, and one of the most telling on his or her companions. Oh, that's interesting. When cast during battle, the Quickness spell will heighten the natural dexterity of one's fellows to such a degree that they will move with twice their normal agility. At times, they will be able to land 2 blows against their foes instead of the customary single strike during a round of combat. The price is age, for the recipients of the extra speed incurred by the use of Quickness will age briefly while under the sway of the enchantment. Yet most feel that an occasional grey hair is but a small price to pay for the advantage of dealing twice the number of blows that one might receive. The reagents of Quickness spell are Fiery Ash, Ginseng, and Volatile Blood Moss. We can cast that spell. The Blood Moss portion is double the others, for movement is the critical aspect of the spell. The sulphurous ash lends the flashes of energy needed by the beneficiaries of the enchantment, while the healing powers of ginseng prevent them from aging so rapidly as to become greybeards after a single encounter. Will Jana become a greybeard? Throughout the course of the Quickness spell, the spellcaster will be reminded of its effects by the vision of a bright, glowing cube. Oops. Resurrect. We'll skip that one. Sleep. There are moments in the lives of every practitioner of the mystic arts where discretion is truly the better part of valor. We're afraid of snakes. Not all foes are truly evil and deserving of annihilation. Verily, some are but beasts of the field seeking Provender? Provender? Let's look that up. What does provender mean? Animal fodder. Huh. Food. Hungry snakes. Okay. And are entitled to... okay. Verily some are but beasts of the field, seeking provender, food, and are entitled to life as much as you or I. Yet unchecked, these creatures pose as great a threat to one as a score of rabid orcs. It is such situations that the wise thaumaturge weaves a sleep spell and leaves his opposition in deep slumber, whilst vacating the current location. But the Valor... The sleep spell is truly a serious enchantment that requires a fair amount of mental energy to cast, but it is not of such import as to leave the spellcaster breathless or exhausted. To send your foes to a land of slumber, mix a double portion of spider silk with some ginseng and chant Duerm as you sprinkle the regions into the air. So spider silk and ginseng. Fear not the distance between you and the intended. Okay. Spider silk and ginseng. Let's get mixing. Sleep. Spider silk and ginseng. So DB. Sleep DB. Success. Sleep DB. Sleep DB. And let's mix up some quickness too. So what was that? Ash, ginseng, and moss. Quickness is A B E Q A B E Q A B E. Fantastic. Okay. We're getting into the magic. And let's see, what do we got for magic missile? That was up there. Let's read up on magic missile. I'll write it. There are generally very few, if any, spells that are learned early in the practice of wizardry which are both useful and eagerly sought after by those dabbling in the mystic arts. The beginning thaumaturge almost always yearns for spells that devastate or create startling effects. The weaving of weather or the mastery of short vertical teleportations do not impress onlookers. The one simple spell that does truly inspire awe at little expense to the spellcaster is the magic missile. It requires but the use of 2 parts of ash and 1 part of black pearl in the casting. Okay, it will cause a tremendously bright flash of blue light to strike an enemy. While not visibly marked, the enemy will sustain a fair amount of internal damage, said by the cynical to be brought about by fright more than by power. The magic missile is a useful enchantment in battle, but it is more spectacular than effective and will not deter most enemies larger than the spellcaster who wields it. Huh. Well, that's not very encouraging, but let's mix one up anyway. Yeah, what was it? It was ash and pearl. Missile is ash and pearl. Missile, ash and pearl. M-A... Okay. So let's cool it on our use of reagents for now. And we're going to wait for Nate the Snake to show up so we can have a chat with that gentle snake and ask it a few trick questions. Here he comes. Okay, talk. A mean-looking viper named Nate. Now, let's review. What is Nate going to tell us about? Nate the snake is not a nice python. Snake knows the rune. So, tell us about the rune. The sacred rune of humility was banished from the city. Ask Baron in pause. Okay, so we're going to head back to pause. Okay. Do you think the snake knows the mantra? According to our records, Haywood knows the mantra. But, you know, we're here anyway. So Haywood. I don't think we met Haywood. We'll go looking for him. Haywood knows the mantra. Thank you, Nate the Snake. Have a great day. Oh, and here he comes. Here attacks us. Oops, we don't have an X spell. Okay, cast your spell. Sleep. And here we are. Magic. Done. Okay, and we know that Nate is sleeping because he is not moving. So we're gonna whack him with our sling. And Nate the Snake is no more. Well, so much for compassion, eh? Thin skeleton. Dimitri. Now we are on the search for the mantra of pride by Faultless. Weirdrum. What was it? Weirdrum? I get the feeling that this skeleton hiding in the swamp has the answer for us. He is probably who we are looking for. Crumbling skeleton. Banter! I once held the silver horn. The silver horn must be used to pass the demon guard of the shrine. Weirdrum has been to the shrine of humility. Weirdrum! I see. Seek ye the horn? Sure. Ask Dimitri. Huh, how about that? Okay, Dimitri knows the horn, and Weirdrum knows the shrine. Okay, thank you. Bit bony, yeah. Who isn't these days? And we didn't get poisoned in the swamp. We are lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay, Rattling Bones. Weirdrum, tell us about the shrine. I've been to the shrine. It lies on the north bank in the Isle of the Abyss. Wow. I'm supposed to know where that is. Is that even on my map? On the north bank. On the Isle of the Abyss. Ah, the Isle of the Abyss. How about that? Kind of makes me want to have some coffee. Oops. Haunts and haunts and haunts. I am Dimitri. You don't know the shrine, but you know the mantra. Ruin? What did Dimitri know? He knows about the horn. The Queen of Love has a lady in waiting. She can tell thee more of the horn. So we gotta find Faultless. I think Faultless is a ghost or a skeleton? Haywood. Okay. Everything's Faultless is that ghost in the weapon shop. Giddy up! Okay. Tall ghost. Faultless. Oh, here we go. The mantra for pride being the antithesis of humility is Mull. Mull. Pride. The antithesis. Humility. Okay. Thank you for that. Oh, I just hang around. I was hung for my sin of pride. Art thou proud? No, we're not proud. Pride is evil's favorite sin. Wow. Ain't that the tooth? Okay. Been better? Yeah. Okay. So we have the pride of mantra. Sorry, we have the mantra of pride. Not the mantra of humility. What can we infer about it being the antithesis? Only time will tell. Well, let's see if there's anyone hiding in this northern corner. Don't get poisoned, and there's nobody here. Nobody here. Nobody here. Just risked ourselves. Oh, I wonder if horses protect from poison. That would be handy. Amour. So we are poisoned, or at least Jan is. But I think she's gonna be okay. Because we are equipped. To cure her poison. And we're gonna do that right now. Sorry for letting you walk around so long without poison. Go ahead and cure yourself. But first we will mix up the cure. Ginseng and garlic. We might need a few of these. The old CBC. Make you feel better. Cures what ails ya. Thank you. Okay, cast a spell. Jana. Cure. A lot of keyboard input. That's a classic game here. Okay, well, that's good. We've got a few more clues about humility. Save the game. We're happy to be alive. Can't hole up and camp unless we're on foot, and we're going to do just that. Take a little bit of a camping expedition. Talk about our experiences. Roast some marshmallows or other